Welcome back, or welcome to Whip Craic. Regulars will know this car, but to new viewers, let me introduce my 2006 Saab 93 1.9 diesel convertible, which I have dubbed Black Sabbath. 1 year to the day I'm posting this video, this car brought me and my good buddy Al back from a 10-day, 16-country European adventure, including the 2-ball rally original route. And unfortunately, she's been given a death sentence. Yes, Black Sabbath will shortly be no more. I was recently preparing her for the MOT, took her in for a service and get some work done, and unfortunately the Saab specialist I took it to, really good guy, knows his stuff, used to work for Saab in their service department, gave me a list of things to do which just doesn't make economic sense. This car cost me 650 quid. The best 650 quid I ever spent. Cost me about the same to get it right for the road, and I have hardly spent money on it since then. Great bit of motoring. It would appear I'm not the only person filming around here. After the MOT, I was going to sell the car and move on to another adventure. And for the list of problems to get sorted on the car, I would hardly make back selling the car. So I don't see any other option but to get it recycled for parts, I'm afraid. I got the news the day after Ozzy Osbourne died, and with this car's theme on the 2-ball last year being Black Sabbath, it was quite the coincidence. Chose that theme because we had always wanted to own and drive a Saab, and Al and I were massive Black Sabbath fans, heavy metal fans in general, and there's an argument that there was heavy metal before Black Sabbath, but nobody can say it was created after Black Sabbath. The list the mechanic gave me included front spring, front near side tire, some steering work, and I need a new switch to get the roof working again. And the night panel never worked, which was always a shame. If the plan was to keep this car, I might have put the money into it, but I have other things, other automotive experiences I want, and it just simply isn't feasible keeping it. And it's really gutting. It's always sad when you have to sell a car that you liked. But it's worse when you have to essentially scrap them. But it's going to a company up in Antrim, EcoPart, that recycles the parts. It'll take the good parts out of her and put them up for sale for people to buy. So there's some comfort in knowing that parts of her will live on and help other Saabs stay on the road, which, considering the newest Saabs are coming up to 14 years old, that's a certain amount of reassurance. Had some great times in this car. And I will be very sorry to see her go. So when I let it be known that I was having to say goodbye to the Saab, there was one man wanted to say his own goodbye to it. A guy who spent more time in this car than my own children, probably nearly as much as my wife. So let's go get him. It's my boy Al, back once again with the Renegade Master.
Some ill behaviour as well, I think.
So mate, the final hurrah for Black Sabbath.
Do you know what, mate? Whenever I got the text message from me about it, genuinely emotional. Genuinely. This car, that journey, so many good memories. And that's what I have to take forward with me.
Absolutely. This car is so special. It owes me nothing. And I kind of feel bad that I feel like I owe it. And I nearly feel like I should put the money into it and keep it running. But it just doesn't make sense for, you know, the idea was to sell it after the next MOT and move on to another adventure with another car. And it is sad times, but as I said, she will live on in other Saabs, keeping them on the road, because.
And there's something poignant about that as well. You know, it'll keep somebody else's dream car alive, or their memory alive and stuff too.
And you think like the youngest Saabs now are like 14 years old or something like that, like, you know, 13, 14 years old. And, you know, I think it's still pretty handy to get parts, but there'll be a day where it isn't just so handy. But what are some of your favourite memories?
Aside from obviously the whole journey and everything else, and you know what, I am going to open up a bit here. I mean, that trip away, I ended up finding out who I was overall as a person, and what I was capable of doing, and for that I'll always be eternally grateful. For the actual small memories here and there of the trip, the Switzerland day was unbelievable. I don't think I ever believed, whenever I watched Top Gear and stuff like that roads like this actually did exist. Do you know, I thought it was all like polished stuff and like, you know, clever editing and whatnot. But see, that day that we went down to Liechtenstein, and then apologies to people from Liechtenstein if I'm mispronouncing the name of your country, but you know, when we came back into Switzerland, that train ride, what a surprise that was, and what a roller coaster. And then, but at the end of it, just that road was just, I even think about it now, the hairs on the back of my neck are standing on my end, and I'm telling you that's the truth. That was one of the greatest roads I've ever been on my life. And 4 different European countries in the one day. Yeah, again.
Where do we woke? We woke up in Germany.
And then we went all the way through Germany, Black Forest.
Black Forest.
That was great.
Oh.
down into Liechtenstein and then into Switzerland and then into Austria.
Yeah, I think we hit Switzerland and then into Liechtenstein, back into Switzerland,
and then down
that
to
tunnel, and then into Austria.
Yeah. So even if we don't count Switzerland twice, that's still Germany, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, and Austria. What a day. What a day that was. Again, it goes without saying, the Stelvio Pass. I honestly didn't know that I had an ability to do something that talented and push myself so far.
There is no one else. I've told you this before. There is no one else I could have been co-piloting for, because I don't have trust in anybody like that.
And that was mutual though, because I was relying on your eyes for all my complete blind corners, and again, nobody else that I'd have the trust in to know, yes, if you tell me it was good to go, it was good to go, and we were sweet.
Yeah.
So that was phenomenal. Again, the Irish bar in Italy that we didn't want to go to.
The best Irish bar I've ever been, and we're from Ireland.
And like, I tell people about this bar, and they're like, "What?" And you were in Italy, and I'm like talking about all the beers that we got. To get them in this country, you'd probably have to go around to Donegal. I don't even know there's bars in Belfast would even have all those beers in them. And again, what the lock-in with the Welsh boys that night. You remember?
They were not from Cornwall? Were not from Exeter?
Was it the Exeter boys we got locked in? I can't remember.
I think it was Exeter. The boys from Exeter, yeah.
But, you know, we got a lock-in because we were Irish. It was great.
And then we swim in Lake Como.
Well, I was like, you know, I just stood and held the coast because I was like, I ain't getting that.
Big shit.
Arriving in Nice, I'm parking the car.
Me scrubbing the under tray.
I forgot about that. Yeah, and me said, I'm glad it was you hit the car, not me.
That zip tie still holding it all together.
Yes, a roadside repair in a lay-by in the middle of Nice. Funny. But no, but arriving in Nice, and like that, again, that sense of, we've done it, we completed it. Saarbrücken, mate, it's a fucking pizza.
Drunk talk. You've got the wheel, you've got fire, right? Two of man's greatest inventions. What's the third? What is the third? Pizza vending machine.
Man, it's a fucking pizza. They just covered.
This is in, right now, this is in, like, the top 10 moments of my life.
Finding a pizza vending machine.
Pizza vending machine. We were so hungry. We hadn't had. But wasn't there a time limit? We had to get down and put our daily task in to the guys, and if we didn't have time for food, and then there was nowhere open after the bar shut.
That pizza was probably one of the greatest meals I've ever had in my life.
Those pizzas in Lego.
Oh, in the restaurant with the proper.
What was the name of it? It was like a cloud base type thing. Oh,
I don't know, but again, that probably was the greatest pizza I've ever had.
It really was. We had a lot of good pizzas in that thing, because the pizza in Nice, and that was a proper Italian bloke ran that restaurant.
That's right. And then we dandled up and we got into the shop, the corner shop, and we got those beers, Kronenbergs.
Sat down
and
on the beach.
Sat and watched one of the greatest sunsets in the world.
With the planes coming in.
The planes were coming in, and just that, that view out over the sea, out over the Med, and the moon just being right there, like you could reach out and touch it.
Special times.
Stuff like that.
Then on into Andorra, somewhere where, like, I've only known one person other than us that's been to Andorra. It's just somewhere people don't go but should.
Yeah. I think if we were to have done Andorra right and done our homework, it would be a great place to go actually for quite a few days holiday.
Yeah.
But again, compress too much in too short a space of time, and also The only thing about Andorra that was phenomenal was A, the Pyrenees going into it, but B, that road that was alright, it wasn't a Stelvio pass, but my god, with the hairpins on it, wasn't it fun?
Oh, amazing. And then
the picnic.
we give the brakes a rest and had our picnic.
Yep.
And you met your bike.
I met the bike that I wanted, and then that was a great trip.
Yeah.
I think that picnic too, just sitting at the top of the mountain, looking down into the valley, and again, just having a minute to soak it all in.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of that actually on the journey.
No.
Which I think though, when I look back on it, those moments that we did stop to take something in, you really were taking it in, because everything else was a million miles an hour.
Well, I think that's important to point out to anybody who's considering doing a two-ball rally. It's no holiday. It's an adventure, but it isn't a holiday.
Yep.
Have your holiday when you finish in Nice. Take a few days or go somewhere else along the coast and put your feet up for a few days and holiday then. But don't think you're holidaying on it, because it's just too busy.
It's very intense from the get-go.
Yeah, well, for all that, like the experiences it gave us, and just some of the best 10 days of my life, just definitely worth doing.
Absolutely.
If you're thinking about it, think no more, just book her.
Just book it and do it. In fact, the year that we done it there, before the rally was finished, it was fully booked for next year, because everybody was having that much fun.
The original route for 2026 is already booked out.
Yeah.
And I would say, for the people that you meet, the other two ballers, the guys that run the two ball, but just people you meet along the way, whether it's like your man Melvin and that nice couple from the Gold Coast for we met in Nice. Hell, Dave the Saab Whisperer in Essex.
Yeah. The guy who came to get his stuff picked up.
Yeah.
The old dude.
And the guy with the bike in Andorra.
Yeah.
Just all the different people you meet along the way is worth it nearly in itself. Just so many cool people.
Marco, who ran the Irish bar.
Oh, legend.
Yeah.
Knows more about Ireland than I do.
Yeah. And having the experience of those roads, again, I didn't believe existed when I watched stuff like Top Gear. I thought it's all clever editing and filters and all this here. I've seen it with my own eyes. It's phenomenal. If you're a driver and you want good driving roads, yes, you can find plenty of them around here.
Yep.
But I don't think I've ever or will ever be able to even put it into words. You just need to go and do it.
Absolutely. And I'm talking about Top Gear though, I would like the day they got when they done that Stelvio pass.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want. I would still want the experience that we got though, because like 10 years of the two ball, and that was the worst day I ever saw it. So the accomplishment of doing that on that day.
Yep. Yeah.
And the one blue ghost guys that done it three times. Because the absolute legends went back they went up, were making their way down when they got a call for help from another team. I think, I'm sorry, I forget your name, was it Matt? Yeah. He was like a mechanic or something, so he went back to help them and then did it all again. Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
again, that's the type of people that you meet on the rally, though. There's nobody there that's having a sense of this is every man for himself.
Well, we got worried because there's always at least one dick in a group,
and we thought it was us. We did. I'll be sorry to see her go, but it's the right decision.
Unfortunately, so. Yes, mate. Epic times were had, and I can't thank you enough again for joining me on that trip and taking part in the Black Sabbath experience.
We had talked about it for donkey's years. We talked about doing the Mongol rally back in the day, if you remember, you and I.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, it's time to take this car home and sorn it. And await pickup. So I will let you get on, my buddy, and thank you.
Thank you again, Bullet, for everything.
Why do we let these machines, these unfeeling, mechanical beasts, we let them into our souls, don't we? We let them into our hearts. Don't do that with other machines. Don't get emotional about your tumble dryer, do you? But tumble dryer's never taken me to 16 different countries in Europe over 10 days. This yoke did. And so yes, it's sad, but this car owes me nothing. And I'm thankful for the experience of owning it and for the experiences it's afforded me.
This car was meant to last me 6 months. At the end of the rally, it was going so well, I dailied it until April. And for the last few months, it was my wife's daily.
Miles per smiles. Smiles per miles. We did okay.
Since returning from the rally, it's been among the most reliable cars I've ever owned. I've truly enjoyed my time with it, and I doubt it'll be my last foray with a Saab. If you've wanted to try one and haven't yet, I urge you to go for it. You won't be disappointed. I certainly wasn't. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you for watching.